All tracks written by Gillyroze, aka Nonchalant.
Right into the game, they thrust me. I was lucky that early on the boys didn't bust me. I was a beginner, my skills were rusty, but I came out a winner, and I'll tell you how. Just sit back and trust me. Growing up, I got noticed cause I was cold, and to greed I sold. Started releasing souls at 13, that's when I became cold. Used to rob those fools on the way home from school. Wouldn't even show them the tool, just gave them a stare and knew not to dare. Cause of my reputation, associations and victims, disfigurations. I fought guys that were bigger, stronger, but my heart always prevailed. Would give him a pound, a shrug, and a thug hug as if I cared. Few years passed and I became serious. Hated the world after the loss of my mother. Became bloodthirsty and delirious. My neighbor Lucy I smothered, watched as her soul hovered and floated away. Couldn't stand the New York weather, so I schemed as to how to get cheddar. I was 15, walked in the social lounge on Bath Avenue. Was met by heavy hitters with crooked noses, gangster-like poses. I couldn't act wise in here, but I knew somehow I had to instill fear. For a few days I would stand outside, and at the boss I'd lure. Eventually he called me in, and that's when Jono started to steer me in the ways of the code. My lifestyle slowed, now for cheddar I unload clips into people's hips. Was taken on trips to faraway places, would leave exorbitant tips. One of our crew let it slip what we do, so I was asked to push a button. Took him out hunting, his brains I blew. Blamed it on an accident, only me and Jono knew. I got fat, I smoked till I was blue. I was the only Jew in our crew, and I started to dwell on that mystery that is hell. Went to a synagogue and a rabbi explained to me some things about God. Apparently everything he sees, but once a year he forgives. And so on that day I fasted, wanted to stop this work, but I knew I'd get blasted. Stuck, I actually started to give a fuck. Didn't want to take lives, by God I was awestruck. Felt that the presence was omnipotent. I'm done being a delinquent, but I knew once I quit I was a sitting duck. I called my boy known as Dan the Don, asked for some military arms, pulled pink grenades, and now my lucky charm. Into the club I went, hey boys I'm back, say hi. I could see in their eyes they were already planning to rub me out. Had to be careful, I could trust no one, had no gun. Walked over to Jono sitting casual, there he is as usual. Was like a father figure, he taught me how to handle the pistol and when to push the trigger. I told him so that I don't get whacked that I'm back, ready to sin. Whatever needs to get done, I'm in. Gave him a handshake and a look that was genuine. Walked out for a smoke, told those outside that Jono wants them. I prayed to God, may this be my last sin. As I pulled out the pins and tossed both the grenades with one hand in.